Hello, my croutons, and welcome back to another First Impressions live stream. Today, we're taking a look at Woe Reigns Unending, or as I'm thinking of calling it, the most Hieronymus Bach-looking title screen I've ever seen in my life. I mean, this looks like hell. This looks like I am about to enter hell, and I am scared and afraid. But before we do that, hey everybody, thanks for being here. Oso, Maiguri, Captain Rumia, and all you beautiful lurkers out there. Thank you for tuning in to today's stream. I'm excited to check out another wacky, funny, crazy RPG Maker game. But as is tradition with these live streams, the first thing we really need to do is say, if you want your video, your game, featured in a live stream, make sure to head on over to ToastyTime.video and fill out the First Impressions contact form. I'll get in touch with you, and we can make something happen. Oh, hello, Wara3. Welcome to the stream also. Will this be peak? Most likely. The demo of this game is supposed to be about an hour long, so we're going to play until we finish the demo. We're going to see as much as we possibly can in this game, get a real feel for it, sink our teeth into it. I've been following this game's development also. The dev's been posting it in the Discord server, so if you're not already in there, make sure to check it out in the description. There's a link to join the ToastyTime Discord server. Hello, Villain Troll Trolinsky, welcome to stream. Hello, the croutons, may the yeasts be with you. I love you guys and your beautiful creative minds out there in the chat. Now, I didn't pull it up beforehand, so let me get the game store page pulled up. It's been a sec since we've streamed. I'm starting to lose my touch. I'm lost in the sauce, studying for law school and just school in general. All right, there we go. Woe Reigns Unending. So there is a link to the Steam page in the description of the live stream. There's also a link to the Kickstarter, which isn't launched yet, but you can follow the game and keep up with it there. I actually like this. Normally, solo published indie devs put their name twice for developer and publisher, but he put NA, which then makes it linked to these other games, which I don't know if you meant to do that, but I thought it was funny. This is a side-scrolling Grimdark RPG with, look at this, skill trees and fucking fucked up shit, as is the par for the course on this channel. Look at this art style. It looks phenomenal. I'm just hoping the gameplay and writing can keep up, but I mean, it looks like 2 unskippable ads, Daedalus. What? I literally told YouTube, don't put any ads on this live stream. One of these days, you're going to see me streaming on Kick with my boobies out, and you're going to be really excited. All right. What? I didn't say anything. This looks like... What is it? Enter the... No. The dungeon crawling... I don't fucking know what it's called. Hold on. It's not darker dungeon. What is it called? You guys know what I'm talking about. Darkest Dungeon. That's it. There we go. We got there. This looks a lot like Darkest Dungeon here. Hey, Captain Room, yeah, there you go. You're on my same wavelength. All right. Anyways, that's enough. Actually, hold on. Let's see the rest of the Steam page. I like doing these little Steam page critiques. I like the use of this graphic here. I'm not sure why you're showing... Whoa, these are videos instead of GIFs? I don't even know you could do that. I only knew you could upload GIFs. Okay, I don't know about that. I'd probably replace it with GIFs. Or maybe Steam added the ability to pause GIFs. I don't know. Okay, whatever, it's fine. I'd fix the top of this one so you don't see that white layer, and otherwise this is fine. You could probably add a little more content here to the Steam page, because all of this helps your SEO with getting ranked in search and whatnot. This description looks nice. That Steam capsule looks good. This game is scary and gross, and guys, if you're for some reason watching my channel and you've never seen a game yet be scary and gross, I don't know what you're still doing here. The game's gonna be scary and gross, so be ready for that. Anyways, hold on, I gotta catch up with the chat. Hey Dex MR90, welcome to stream. Good evening, everybody. Hope all is good. All is great. I'm excited to be back with another live stream. Alejandro Benavides, welcome to stream. White Labyrinth, hey guys. And Seven's here. I'm happy to see everybody here. Yeah, the aesthetic of this game is phenomenal, and I like this kind of ambient soundscape on the title screen. However, I was messing around with the settings. I did find something I don't like so much. So, I like that sound effect. It's pretty quiet. Here, I'll boost your audio. Maybe you'll be able to hear it. So, I like this sound effect. However, if I go into options here and I go fast enough, it just doesn't play. Or it cuts itself off. So I'm thinking that your sound file for your, I don't remember what that's called in RPG Maker, but your sound file for moving the cursor around, the audio is too long, and so it's getting cut off, which sounds really choppy and bad. So I'd look into that. Otherwise, really a lot of options available here. I'd look into maybe spreading it across, because you have so much dead space here, maybe spreading it into 2 bars or making a larger options menu. I know there's plugins for that. But we'll leave all of this as is. And we'll just get right into it! Oh. Okay, we loaded into, like, gameplay instead of starting on a black screen. What you can do there, Dev, is you can start the player character on a separate map that's completely empty. And so have the player start in transparent, so you load into a transparent map. I'm not sure if things are going to work differently for you because you're doing side-scrolling, but I assume it's probably the same mechanics, and then we wouldn't see that weird little flash of gameplay there. It's been a while since last stream. How have you been? I've been great. I've been doing a whole lot of studying for school, and actually hard at work on the next video. I wanted to push out one more video before we get into school, because then I'm going to just get way behind and I'm not going to upload for a while. So there will be one more Epic Sauce upload and video for channel members before school gets going, and then you might hear from me less often. But doing my best here, guys. Alright, let's get into it. The world ended long before you ever drew breath. Centuries ago, crumbled when its sorcerers tore open the veil between worlds. Their gates collapsed, and through them spilled the sum total of their hubris, horrors too great to contend with or even comprehend, and their great civilization crumbled to dust. I love this artwork. I am 99% sure there's no AI usage in this game, so that's good. I didn't see a disclaimer on the Steam page, unless you guys did. I like this font. It has that, like, medieval Darkest Dungeon kind of flair, but it's still readable. However, it's pretty small and squished into the middle of the screen. I wonder if you can bump up the font size or have that option just for accessibility purposes. Ooh. Oh! Me when the image scrolls. Ugh. Generations passed. That looked cool as fuck. Settlements flickered and died within the husk of their once great kingdom, only to be undone by the misbegotten terrors that still leaked from the rifts, or by their own desperate cruelty. Alright, so the world is, to put it lightly, fucked. What's your science on school? You mean my major? I am a business major. However, I'm currently studying to go to law school, so we'll see if that works out. From this endless cycle of misery and ruin rose the dread witch Alma. She could bend the foul magic of the rifts to her will, binding spirits and weaving sorcery from the poisoned winds of the world. She was merciless and unyielding, but in that broken world her rule was salvation. For a time her dominion held, but power breeds envy, and envy inevitably festers into treachery. I would just split both of those into 2 text boxes, so you don't have one that looks weirdly small. Fantastic looking art. Looks really cool. Yeah, the dev's been posting a lot on the Discord. Hey, Samuel D, we literally just started. You didn't miss anything. What would you say if a starter developer with okay story skills but sorting out RPG Maker MC still uses some AI and come up and edit the art? You can use AI as placeholder, or to, like, do concept art, but if you're going to release your game, you just need to have it in mind that if you release it with AI, a lot of people are not going to even touch it. That's all I'll say on that, because we've been getting into AI discussions at every stream, and it slows things down. Her own apostles turned on her and carved the heart from her chest, sealed her in cursed iron, and cast her into torment. Her power withered in silence, while her betrayers roamed free with stolen secrets they could scarcely comprehend, twisting her teachings to prolong their lives and their dominion. I love the text display sounds, by the way. I know some people don't like text display sounds. I'm actually going to run a poll on it, because I'm curious for my game, too. I am a sucker for text display sounds. I think they're fantastic and just add a little more of an impact to text that's being displayed. It pulls me in more, but I'm curious what you guys think. So, text display sounds good? Please vote on the poll. Develop the dev too. After decades spent in that abyss of agony, the last ember of divine fire found her. Assume for the poll that there's not an ability to have the option to toggle. It's either all or nothing. Text display sounds are when the text is displaying, there's a little when the text comes across the screen. Oh, using AI to make edits to other art? Now that's trickier, because I use the, like, generative fill thing on Photoshop occasionally to, like, extend an image out. I'm not sure how AI would work in image editing, but if you do use it, you're still gonna have to put that disclaimer on Steam that you used AI in generating your images. Oh, by the way, I didn't use the generative fill for anything Grimdark related. That's only for, like, filling in tiny spaces in thumbnails or whatever. But anyways, AI is a whole discussion. I'm not going down that rabbit hole. It rekindled her flesh, binding her to a broken sword. The blade is her tether, for without it, Alma is nothing but a corpse with an empty chest. Okay, so they bound the Red Witch Alma to a sword. She walks without a heartbeat, her body animated by ancient fire and grim from Black Souls or grim delve. There's two ways to take it. Now Alma stalks the ruins once more, her power dimmed, her hatred sharpened. Before her lies a rotted empire, haunted by the dead and ruled by mad warlords and malevolent demons. At its center stands Varric Morvain, her brightest student and most venomous betrayer, now High Warden of the writ-bound Synod. He sought to siphon power from the rifts for himself, and in his arrogance has left them unstable. Yet so long as they remain, they shield him from her wrath. But Alma will not be denied justice, and so, one by one, the portals must fall. Okay, I was just about to complain that it was a little too much text, but then it ended. So I think you're running right up on the limit of how much word vomit a player can take, but I don't think you crossed it. I think it was all right. It sets the stage just enough. It has that little arc of what happened to Alma and what's going on. That's fine. All right, there's a little first peek at our characters. In painting, and depending on how much you use it, could be said to be AI assisted. I think you still have to declare all of that when you put your game on Steam if you use any sort of AI at all. So feel free to use AI. A lot of people are against it and aren't going to play your game if there's a disclaimer of any AI usage at all. That's all I got for you. And there's all sorts of ethical concerns about, you know, the climate usage and whatnot, but I'm not well educated enough on that, or if it's stealing or not. It's a whole rabbit hole that I'm not going into in this stream. If I say the word again, I'll have to do a pull-up on my pull-up bar over there. I just installed it, by the way. I'm going to get swole for you guys. Beneath the shattered citadel, the first rift bleeds into an ancient crypt. Sealing it will be the opening stroke of a long and merciless campaign of vengeance against Morvain, his cult, and the apostles who betrayed her. Oh, we're playing as Alma! Oh! Alright, so we gotta get revenge. We were the Red Witch, we used to be in control of a cult, and now we gotta get our revenge. Sick, okay. I figured Alma was gonna be like the enemy of the game. I actually like that. Alright, let's do it. Ooh, nice walk cycle. Look at that. We got a little map down here. That looks alright. I would look into getting custom icon sets. I mean, at least this sword looks default. And it clashes. These icons clash a lot with how beautiful the rest of this art looks. So this just stays on screen the whole time? There's also the quest journal. I mean, we can see it here in the quest journal. Oh, it went away? Okay, never mind. Ignore my critique. I was going to say, if that stays on screen the whole time, it'd be a little annoying. Icons are still placeholders. Oh, Dev's in the chat. Joshua Sarver, I'm liking it so far. Yeah, I was wondering about how hitboxes were going to work here. It seems fine. The wall isn't, like, smooth, but I don't think it's an issue. A place to access translate various texts found in the game. Okay. Can I go in there yet? Nope. No sprinting, so we'll slow walk our way to victory here. Whoa, footstep sounds. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Hold on, chat. All right, everybody, I need you to go into the description of this live stream and wishlist Woe Reigns Unending right now. It's peak. This character actually reminds me of the Far Cry 3, the naked woman in Far Cry 3. That was my first ever goon session. I'm not even lying. It's Far Cry 3 woman. All right, this is like I'm unlocked a part of me in there. I'm sorry, the game audio is quiet. I'll turn it up a little. Also, this text is slightly hard to read because of the lighting. I wonder if you could have a slightly darker window skin, or just make that an option. No money. Let's get out of here. Bye. Oh, there's X. Okay. There are footstep sounds. Me when footstep sounds. Okay. Who's this fucking guy? And lo, the heretic shall be cast to the depths of the pit to writhe in eternal torment, where the fire is unquenchable and the worm dieth not. Loathsome creatures shall swarm upon them and feast inside their rotted flesh, ever consumed, yet their body shall not die. The heretic trapped in endless suffering shall know no rest, for the punishment is everlasting, and their cry shall ascend unto... Does this guy just yap? Was that all one sentence? Yeah, praise the light. Okay. Oh, I love the layering. Okay, I love the table being in front of me. Oh, and I can walk up and down a little bit. It's not just a flat 2D plane. There's a little bit of 3D space. Ooh, that's really nice. I love it. Ready when you are. I like the rest of it. Perhaps you could do this. You should do the same. Can I buy you some bread or some mail? Bread! Ha! Even if this mask weren't screwed into my skull, I couldn't eat food, even if I wanted to, which I don't. That was... Never mind, it's fine. Interesting. I'm almost afraid to ask. What is it you eat, then? Fear, mostly. Alright, Ethel's kind of based. Cool. We got our own little loli with us. So do I exit by going this way? Oh. What have I done? No? That's a save spot? How does one leave this place? Oh, I see. It tells me on the little compass down there. Got it, okay. By your grace, good master, a coin for one solaced and forsaken? Now, there's two ways this game could be going. Either it's a game where you want to give stuff to the homeless people, you want to be, or the urchins, you want to be the, like, good guy in the evil setting. Or it's one of those games where being good gets you nothing, and the game wants you to throw away your morality. I'm betting on the second, so I'm going to say no. Suck it, starving boy. I'm going back in here. I'm going to buy a drink after that one. Hoorah! I got my loins going. Hoorah! Alright. You've seen that crypt just outside in the ruins? There was an old drunkard, Farnham, who used to swear that the ghosts inside would get up in the night and carry on as civil aristocrats. Hope old Farnham got out of there before the synod sealed it up. We get no visits from the synod here. So I assume that's the Inquisition? Okay. He's not going to sell me anything, though. Great. Okay. When you enter a new map... Ferris thinks it's second, too. Here am I. I have my volume at max volume right now. So, I'm going to leave it as is, and hopefully, yeah, you can hear things. But Joshua Sarver, I mean, that's a good reminder to maybe do another Passover audio. I've got to do the same thing in Grimdark. I'm going to have to go through it and rebalance audio levels. I think what's good advice generally when you're trying to balance audio is in Audacity or another, like, free program for editing audio, you select the whole audio, you click amplify, and you just make it amplify all of your audio to a baseline level. It'll automatically do that with Audacity. You put all of that into your game, and then you can balance it from there. So that's what I'm going to spend a very lovely evening doing for Grimdark and rebalancing all of my audio. I can't wait. Anyways, also, I think when you enter a new area, you should probably start where the door is. Because right now it's teleporting you into the middle of the tavern. I think it would be cool if it has you here, and maybe you, like, auto-walk in a little bit, so then you there or something. Just to show where the exit is. I mean, I guess it's clear enough from the compass, but the kind of continuity is only something that I care about. We're thinking about, I suppose. We're sipping on top of the fountain. That's not a big deal. Can I talk to her if I go behind the fountain? Okay. The flame is showing me where to find the first of Profane's portals. It's buried beneath the ruins in a crypt once reserved for the honored dead. A crypt, eh? Sounds like fun. Lead the way. So I don't like to be guarding it somehow. Certainly hope so. Where's my doggy, by the way? Why isn't he on the map? So someone's in there, but... Oh, no. Currently only weapons can be upgraded, which must be unequipped to be upgraded. Cool. I like the audio. Hold on, does that clinking get... It does get quieter when I'm further away. Ooh, and I can hear a slight water stream coming out of the well. Nice. All right. I love the directional sounds. Great work. Although where I can interact with things. Okay. It's a little bit... It's like one single tile is where I can interact. Maybe, like... I think SR Dude has a plugin where you can extend the range of an event, but still have it just be one event. Or you can put down multiple events, where I can click here, or here, or here, and still interact with the blacksmith instead of just this one particular tile. Alright. To the ruins. God, this game is gorgeous. I love the weather particle effects, too. It looks fantastic. Ooh, and I love the followers. They don't just follow me in a straight line right behind me. They, I don't know, it might be the default follower AI, but it looks really nice in this view. God, this game looks good. You know what doesn't look good, though? I'm gonna fly on over to it. What the fuck is the default menu button doing in my beautiful Grimdark RPG? Joshua Sarver, if I may beg of you, one single thing. It is please remove the... But I have an irrational hatred of this button, I think. I wonder if there's a way for you to at least change it into your own style, because it looks like a mobile game. Just being like that. The ruins really gleam in the morning overcast. Really pretty game. Let's save, though. Oh, I can't save. Oh, I can only save when I go to bed, right? Okay. In the dismal ruins, Alma came across a man, leathers wet, and a pool of blood growing under him. He has a curious scar on his left hand, healed over. Ah, who are you? Never mind, it probably doesn't matter anymore anyway. What happened to you? She had a sword. Ugh, is there anything you can do? No. The man quietly apologized to his hungry son before he slowly fell still. Wait, he just vanished? Meh, I mean, it's a demo and it's early in development. Draw him, like, dead on the floor. That looked awesome. That sprite was so cool. And I agree with White Labyrinth. I love him, like, animated and breathing. Even you could just leave his sprite there and have it not be breathing. Just have it be frozen there. I love that sprite. It looked awesome. Phenomenal art in this game. It really... like, I already know, for just off of intuition here, that you're going to have a decent amount of success with your game just off of the artwork. And then what'll carry it to big success is what you do from there, you know, what the game is, right? But your art's enough to pull people in. It's really great. Oh, that's battle? Huh. There were two skeletons and a ghost skeleton lady hiding in that crow, okay. Alright, Doggy is going to pounce. No combat tutorial either, by the way. We're just getting right into it. Ooh, I like the camera following them. There's no impact sound. That guy hit, and it was just, arr! It wasn't like a boom, or like blood or anything. You can amp it up a little bit. It doesn't, okay, so there's no skill section. All of the skills appear here in this area. I actually really like that. It makes it way more simple. Yeah, Michael, this is fucking beautiful. Like, this looks really, really great. I'm astonished. Like, all of them are breathing. She started whipping her chain like crazy when it became her turn. You're doing an amazing job with the visuals. Just really. Like, this does not look like an RPG Maker game. Not in the slightest. Look at that! What the hell? How is the skeleton bleeding, though? I don't know about that. Oh, she was whipping her thing the whole time. Yeah, I'm with you. We need more juice! More juice in the sounds! I want that. I want her to whip that guy and they go... You know? I mean, it doesn't have to be that cartoony. It's going for like a kind of realism vibe here. But something, a little bit more. Okay, this guy's gotta be close to death. I'm gonna actually leave him because he's bleeding. So let's focus on, let's do her then. Or this other guy. So he took damage in order to do huge damage. Oh, never mind. They have a lot of health. White Labyrinth, we could debate on that. I think maybe these boxes could use a UI rework, and definitely this button. What is it even? Okay. And this button, it doesn't even need to be there, I don't think. But I like this lower window screen. It looks nice down here. Like, this could maybe be fit into the UI somehow, though. Alright. It's just, this guy, we had 300 damage. We've got to be low, right? Damn, these guys are spongy. Okay, this guy's really... There we go. Chat, type 7 if that sound effect did not fit at all. What the hell was that? It sounded like a standard RPG Maker enemy. I mean, more like a, you know, something a little more. We're going for. I feel like there's some realism here. It's not so cartoony. I pick a different sound effect for that one. I don't know what any of these skills do. There's no descriptions. So, I mean, you have window space right here. Let me fit in a description, maybe, just to give me a little something. I mean, the minimalist style's fine, but you need a little bit of explaining, like maybe at least a slight tutorial introduction. So some of those, like, that just looked like she kind of stumbled into them. Some of these animations could be made a little bit more, like, you know, a little more impact on them. Okay, Alma is now afraid and can't do anything. Alright. So the only reason, Dev, that I'm even pointing this stuff out is because your game is at such a high level of graphical quality that it's those like little details, those stick out more when everything else looks so phenomenal. So, I mean, it's a lot of nitpicking, right? You can do it or not do it, whatever you think works, it's your game. But this game looks fantastic, and it's those little extra little bits of polish, I think, that could potentially push it even further. What the hell is Shadow Dodge? What does that do for me? She's gonna dodge the next hit? Oh no, our whole team has dodge. Okay. It didn't work though. There was no sound effect on that hit either. Let's do another big hit. There's just, yeah. I really do think the sound here is lacking in some impact. But otherwise, I love the battle music. I love the sounds that are here. I just want more. Minus that death one. That death sound was terrible. This could have been an impact sound. I'm whining about things that are not the big picture. The big picture is that this looks fantastic. You'd be hard pressed to find a better looking RPG Maker game. Seriously. And I mean, style's, you know, subjective. Everybody has different opinions. But to me, this is one of the best looking RPG Maker games. I really like this style. Denim Knight, so far, we're all gooning to the game right now. Like we're like that right now. Yeah, like White Labyrinth is saying, a lot of these things that I'm bringing up, I didn't even bring up in other games we've played because they're not there where you are in terms of graphical quality. You know, for other games, the most obvious thing is, this is default RPG Maker assets. For your game, it's, there could have been more oomph in that. You know, I'm treating it more like well, this is, what's a good example? Like, it's a AAA game, and they didn't do enough sound design. You know, it's like those small things stand out more when the production value is so high. Yeah. And there was no, like, victory music. It just kept playing the same song, which was a little bit weird. A little jarring. Jarring mentioned? Jarring's a game from the Toasty Jam, if you guys weren't there for that. And I now, in my normal, everyday life, whenever someone says the word jarring, I, like, get a jolt to my spine. I don't know how that became a thing for me, but it is now. Oh, shit, here we go. Steam page. Oh, was that a random? Oh, they're random encounters. Okay, it's not set enemies. Okay. So Darkest Dungeon, it's like you progress, and that an enemy will happen in this room, and then you'll progress, you know. I wonder if it's like that, if there's set triggers on the floor, or if it is random encounters. Let's see. Alright, so... Can I escape? Well, nope. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to escape until we get it. Okay. So we're able to escape for every turn that we have. That's fine. I like that. God, the art's so fucking beautiful. I think it was a random encounter, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to escape. Yeah, but White Labyrinth, I mean, but in Darkest Dungeon, the way that you move and navigate... No, I guess it's not. I'm trying to think about it right now. Because Darkest Dungeon, it doesn't have this ability to move, like, up and down, right? Which, in this game, adds more room to trigger a random encounter. Whereas in Darkest Dungeon, you can maybe space it out more, because it's only left and right movement. I actually just noticed that, Joshua. You didn't have to tell me. So don't worry. I think you did enough here. You know, you could maybe have a sound effect that these appeared, but I think there was nothing there before. Now there is. That's enough for me to notice it. Yeah, that first fight was a little long. The enemies were super spongy. That's why I skipped and escaped that one. Anyways, I'm just saying, maybe you can experiment with the idea of removing the ability to escape encounters, and then instead of random encounters, they are specifically placed by you. I mean, that'll have a different impact on the gameplay. It'll lead to, you know, and it's not so much about players are moving at their own pace and can decide how many battles they get into and whatnot. It's more you have a set experience for the player. It can give you more control over the player experience, but it might not be exactly what you're looking for. Just an idea to consider. Let's look at skills. Ooh, okay. Ooh, nice. I like how it highlights when my mouse goes over it. Is this a plugin? This might be a Sang Hendrix thing. He does freaking everything. Anyways, fantastic. This looks good. Adds a poisonous effect to your curse. I don't even really know what my curse is. I think we need Hex. Okay, so it's my Hex skill, I guess. I think we just need a little bit more of onboarding to your game right now, because you're kind of just dropping us into the deep end. Maybe a little bit more of an explanation of how does combat work would be handy. I'm going to go with more powerful curse. That should have been a bigger sound effect there. Is it W? No? What the fuck? So I can switch modes? W doesn't work, but Q does. Let's look at her. So if I close out of this, can I still get in there? Nice. Get a picture. Counterattacks each time an attack against Ethel is made. That seems insane. Or we can make them bleed. They're disembowel. That seems good. Upgrades Rending Strike to also steal health. That also seems really good. Damn, all of these are really tempting. AJ, that's a real tough question. I prefer Fear and Hunger or Black Souls. They're very, very different games. I think for my style of gameplay, I prefer Fear and Hunger, because it's a more confined experience. Because Black Souls is more open-ended, go where you want, to be who you want to be, which is awesome, and I like it too. But I think I'm more interested in linear gaming experiences, just personally. It's my taste. I'm gonna go with Vampire. That's what's calling to me. So they all have different versions. Okay, let's try switching to Doggy's version then. Let's see. Okay, Doggy. Oh. Fang and Claw or Howling. Guess what is Howling? Rouses all allies' fighting spirits. Okay, so he can become like a support doggy, or he can be an attack doggy. That just says attack. I don't know what that means. Okay, we're gonna have him be support doggy. So we're gonna learn Howl so he can help our team. All right. Before the reliquary's shattered facade, the way stood freshly sealed by grim enchantments. Grim? That word is like a sleeper agent activation for me. Their malice is palpable as their rotten stench. Well, this is new. What do we have here? A bastardization, poorly crafted and derivative. This lock is descended from my own binding sigils, crude copies wrapped in theatrics and butchered men. Even so, it has a certain charm. It's also effective, I assume. Hardly, wasteful, excessive. The magic feeds on suffering, but it bleeds power faster than it sustains. It will fail, eventually, but we aren't going to wait that long. I really like this. I have no idea who the fuck Ethel is, by the way, and I'm sure we'll learn about that. Maybe she's like an animated bit of pottery. I don't know. I'm intrigued just by her character designs. I want to know who she is. Doggy is just Doggy. I like him. And then Alma's a really intriguing character perspective. You know, we were once the powerful evil witch, and we have all of this knowledge, but we've been disgraced and imprisoned, whatever, by the other guy. It's a cool perspective. I really like it. Not with force. This world's response to relic and ritual will need a key or a sanction, something to fool the lock into believing we belong. Then I can unmake it. So then we carve up as many Inquisitors as it takes to get what we need, and then waltz in like we own the place, okay? So Ethel is the fucking psycho comedic release of the game. I do own the place, Ethel. They've simply forgotten. Fire line. Okay, so what was in here? What did we get? Open the martyr's lock and gain access to the crumbling reliquary. Reliquary? Am I saying that right? Okay, so can I keep going this way? Yes, I can. I don't have any way to save, though. I wonder if we'll find save points along the way. I also am operating under the assumption that nothing is interactable. Because I mean, I'll try this. I haven't found interactable things, so I assume there's not looting unless it's a designated looting spot. Maybe the mushrooms? Let's try it. Well, that's what I get. Alright, we'll try our new battle here. Oh shit, does Arcanum replenish when I leave fights, or is this a one and done kind of deal? I don't want to waste it then. See, that's the thing, Captain Me. I love the overbearing bleakness of Fear and Hunger. That's the whole vibe I'm going for in Grimdark. What have I become? After playing all of these games, after playing all these games, I've become an absolute fucking fiend for fucked up shit. I don't know if it's a good influence on me. Alright, we'll do this fight. Time it, chat. I stunned him, cool. Okay. So I use this, it'll give me a heal. So he's stunned, I don't need to focus on him. Just do it on this guy. Damn, that's really strong. Okay. I don't want to use anything that costs... my gamer instincts tell me don't use the Arcanum. I want to save it for the boss fight. I should probably stop using the... That sound effect sucks. I should probably stop using the take damage to do more damage skill. It's going to result in Alma dying very quickly, I would assume. I think this goes on the whole team. Oh shit, did I just use Arcanum on that? Maybe it does replenish then. But see, that's one of those things I would tell your players, Dev, when you come into the game and you load in the tutorial. Does this resource replenish or not? It'd be a good thing to know. That's unfortunate. How long does poison last? I wonder if we're missing so many attacks on the bride because she's in the back lane. I wonder if that matters. Or if we're just getting really unlucky, which is also highly likely. Alma is not doing good. Alma is in an upsetting position. You do have one town portal scroll in your inventory if you feel the need to heal or resupply. Alright, I'll do my best. Alma is definitely fucked. Oh god, why? Alma's dead. Can she die to poison? Let's see. Can I stop missing, or am I gonna miss? Okay, I'm hoping I have items to heal Alma with. Okay, I have a potion. What is this? Oh, that's how I get back to town. That's it. That's all I got. I don't have any way to cure poison either. Okay. And it doesn't seem like the blue stuff regenerates either. Alright. Some intense gameplay here. I actually have not played any of those games, AJ the Dragon. However, I have watched an entire playthrough of Off. pretty fantastic game. Unfortunately, I spoiled myself out of a lot of good RPG Maker games because I just watched playthroughs of all of them. Definitely see the Franbo Little Misfortune aesthetic. I don't understand how I'm supposed to get through all these battles without dying. I mean, any way to cure poison. You can't loot anything. Oh, hey, who are you? You there, heretic whore! That's not very nice! Don't you know that those who linger here are lashed to the stake and purified by fire? Fortunate for you, I have need of a courier. Take your sick whelp and your mutt back to town and call our brother there to service. He goes by Berthold. And if I see your face back here again, you'll all be put to the flame. After we've had our due fun, of course. Whoa! It's not very religious of you. I thought they were all, like, monks and shit. Alright, never mind. This guy's kind of a dick. Chat, should we kill him? I can't kill him right now, most likely. Okay, I'm gonna use my scroll of getting back to town. Because I have to walk back 2 screens anyways. Let's go back to town! Yippee! Ooh, that's a pretty particle effect. Will that teleport me back to where I was? We've called you to service. A noble service from a fierce-looking woman, but I fear I'll not be returning to their ranks. I mean to desert this vile order and will likely burn for the effort. This way that the locals would be all too pleased for. I understand their frustration, but it means I'll be able to rely on no help. Oh, okay, this guy's pretty chill. Convenient. It happens that I desire access to the crumbling reliquary outside, the one sealed by your order. Do you know how to open the thing? Why would you want to go down there? Never mind. I don't want to know. Yes, of course. I have a trinket that can grant access to the crypt right here. Grant access to the crypt. Source, if you can provide a means for me to escape the Inquisition. Great. Can I get some freaking items first? Play Lisa the Painful for Grimdelv's sake. Okay. Alright. I'll play it. Can I buy items, please? Why would you just straight up say that? I guess Desmond's pretty chill. I'm trying to help him desert from the Inquisition. This guy could be a rat. Look outside, I was hollering about the blessed martyr and the purity of fire. Tell you what, I'd trust you a whole lot more if you trusted him a whole lot less, stranger. Do yourself a favor and forget about him. The less your life intersects with the Inquisition, the better. He's trying to escape despite knowing he'll likely die trying. He wants to do better. Very naive of Alma still to just trust him, but... okay. Fine, but I won't even begin to discuss it unless you put 1,000 silver coins on the table. It's more coin than I have at the moment. Well, if you can get it, and you're really so committed to helping that wretched bastard, that's my price. Okay, no, I don't want to hold it. Where do I get items? If I rest, will I heal? You can't make a bleak game without the bleak and macabre comedy of the Lisa game. I feel like I have enough inspiration from other areas. But I will look into it. Because it's been one of the most popular freaking RPG Maker games for forever. I'm assuming I can't die. The fountain outside heals me. Oh. I think just a little bit more in the onboarding process would definitely help, Dev. Just like a little something. You walk by it, you walk by it, there's an auto trigger. That fountain would probably heal me if I in a pinch or something like that. I don't know. Okay, but I'm now out of a potion. Okay. So I need to... I don't have anything to... I don't have enough to upgrade stuff anyways right now. I need one more iron scrap and then I can do it. So I need money. I could go into my... I assume the teleport thing will take me back to where I was. I don't really want to be there though, so I'm gonna just not do that. We're gonna go back this way. Play all of them. I think it helped to take in this good point in nerve beats for your run. I'm not against playing Lisa. I'll find the time for it. It looks like a good game. I know a lot of people that watch my videos love it. It's kind of weird that I haven't played it, to be fair. It's a huge RPG Maker game, so yeah. Thanks for the recommendation, guys. Oh, never mind. There is no way to go but to the right. Okay, maybe I should have teleported back. Yep. Well, I guess I gotta do some combat then. Alright, fine. Do some combat. I need some money, some iron scrap and shit. As someone who's only messed with RPG Maker for 30 minutes, what's the time invested in this game? I think on the devs itch.io page, they said 12 months. Maybe it was 16 months, something like that. A lot of work goes into RPG Maker games. Why couldn't all of us kill that guy? In one rotation, by the way. I think they have slightly too much health. And she's poisoned again, which means she's going to be poisoned forever. Because I have no way of healing it. I'll just... Maybe the vampire... Maybe when I heal off of them, it'll heal it. Nope. Okay. I'll slow walk back to the fountain. See, now I do know Space Funeral. That game is peak. So if it's as good as Space Funeral, then I kind of got to play it. Do we get healed off of level ups? No, we don't. Why would we not? Allow me to slow walk back to town. I wish there was some way to slightly up the movement speed. I mean, you've got great atmosphere here. I know you don't want players rushing through it, but if we've got to be walking back and forth, we need a little bit quicker move speed. Ethel can learn a skill that eats poison. That's awesome, but I don't have it yet. And right now I'm getting poisoned and getting gooned on. Well, let's look into Ethel then. Convert. Oh, never mind. We'll get it. Fuck it. It's a level 1 skill. That's fine, actually. Never mind. Well, I'll get it. There you go. Now I'll be safe. So am I... Oh. Am I able to switch between... If I'm here, can I use Vampiric Strike still or no? We'll see. Alright, Alma. Well of our... I'm gonna do this, and then I can get to this. And Doggy? Doggy is... We go howling. Can't afford this stuff. I'm just gonna make him support best I can. Alrighty. I also love the designs. They look really great. The graphics is so good, but it reminds me of mobile game apps that isn't true to the... It reminds me of mobile game ads that isn't true to the gameplay. Oh, so you're saying it's like the good version? It's like what the mobile game wishes it could be? Oh, here's my item shop. I forgot about this. But I can't spend any money. I gotta save up my money. Sorry, beautiful-breasted woman. Goodbye. What will this do? Can I teleport back? Cool. Hey, guys. Okay. I don't really know what to do now besides aimless walking and killing enemies to make money. I didn't say anything like White Labyrinth. I think you heard something. If I'm just grinding enemies, I'm going to use Howl. I just want to see what it does. So now our damage should be buffed. Oh, no. Okay, so we can't use anything no matter which skill tree we're going down. Cool. All right. Damage time. Ooh, it's a pretty solid buff. Get in there. Doggy has given you his Howl power. Oh my god. Getting that poison eating skill is basically a must. At least they're all attacking her. Ah, great! Alright, focus all her. Ah, this is good. She has the most health anyways. I really like how bombastic the battle music is, and she's poisoned. Oh, she's not! Okay, we're good. Get him, doggy. Okay, we still have attack buff for another turn after this. Let's finish this guy. That's not enough? There's so much fucking health! This bowl. Everybody loves text display sounds. I love to see it. These random encounters are slightly too long. I think you could just lower their health a tiny bit, and we'd be solid. What was that sound? That was so out of place. Also, some of these linger a little too long. Like the action's already happened, and it just lingers on what has happened a little too long afterwards. It's not a big deal, though. Yeah, finally. I'm almost stunned, so I can't use my final turn of attack. I was gonna do a big slambo. Also, I'm just now realizing... Oh my god, who's calling me? Healthcare? Go to voicemail. Lord. You can talk to the crow for some money and cheat items. Okay, so Joshua, is the current, like, is the intended course of action to just walk around and battle random encounters until you get $1,000? Is that what's intended? Because if so, I would love, like, another branching path to explore. Also, it looked like the random encounters are happening on map where I run into the encounter, which is pretty cool. If you save the guy outside, Desmond will help you for... Well, let's go find the guy outside. Oh! Oh, I shouldn't have let the guy die? So it is one of the games where I'm supposed to be a good person in spite of the evil atmosphere. Damn. Hi, Brennan Carl. 1,000 gold is crazy steep. Look at this. I'm at 165. I've been playing for 45 minutes. And I know I'd be yapping, but still. There's cool enemy variety. I don't know why I guess these guys are bad, yeah. There's cool enemy variety, but damn. Oh, so there is stuff that happens if I'm evil. Okay. Cool. Well, I'll commit to being evil then. I want to focus on the non-shielded fella. But is he going to shield all of his friends behind him? I don't know. Let's go for the big fuck-ass sword guy. Okay. Can I hit the big sword guy? Okay, I can. Cool. I am making an RPG Maker game, Gamby. You can find a link to it in the description of this live stream. If you want to check it out. It's called Grimdark on Steam. It's got some polishing to do. The amazing Rainy Tay Productions, who's an awesome RPG Maker YouTuber, just made a video playing Grimdark, actually, if you want to look it up. I've got a lot to work on from her video, but I appreciate it. Oh, I can only attack him. He's drawing my attacks. Bastard. 20 damage. Oh, hey, Tay in the chat. This game does look really, really cool. I think we need a little bit of polishing on the gameplay loop, though. Because I don't mind the idea of needing to fight enemies to make money to progress. I think that's fine, but we need a little bit more places to go and things to see. I don't actually know what that did for me. Okay, I just blinded him. That's probably useless to put on it. It'd be better to put on one of my big damaging guys. No, he missed, though. I guess it's still useful. Jesus, how long does this last? Or is he just eternally shielding his team until I kill him? This is RPG Maker, yep. I mean, it's doable. Games like, you know, Lisa exist. That's a side-scroller in RPG Maker. You can do it. I don't know how to do it. It's cool. I like it. I'm pissed off at this fucking shield guy. Thanks, Gamby. I appreciate that. pop it on your wish list if it's not already on there. It really helps me out. And my goal for Grimdark is to flesh out the trait system even more so the traits have more of an impact on the game. Because right now, there is an impact, but it's not enough. I can go further. I can do more. This is ridiculous. I've been wailing on the fucking shield guy forever. I mean, it makes sense he's a shield guy, but this is kind of a slog of a battle. Thanks, Starlight Beta Gamer. I appreciate it. All inspired by Disco Elysium. If you haven't played it yet, worth looking into. I really think all that needs to happen is enemies' health is lowered a bit. Because they're just taking so many hits. I'm wondering if I'm doing something wrong almost. Wait, 9 damage? I know Alma's gonna die, but I don't have any items or any way to heal her. I don't have any items. I can't attack anyone else. I can only attack this guy because he's constantly taking my targeting. Well, I'm just gonna try. I'll run away from the fight if she dies and go to the spring and hope she gets healed. I almost fucked. She's still standing. Wait. She's still standing there. Alright, Alma's just chilling now, I guess. Okay. Oh, finally! We're free! Okay. Now we can progress with our lives. Why did it linger for so long there, right? See what I'm saying? Like, I like the animations and the visual polish, and the gameplay's really fine. I like the way you're doing your skill trees, and you're presenting it and such, and it seems like there's... I think it's fine. I think what needs to be done is the enemy's health needs to be lowered. Reduce some of that, like, lingering on things for too long. Up the sound effects. You can have a great combat system here. I mean, you could even lower the amount of health that we have. Just make all of the health numbers lower. That might be fine. Because this is a random encounter fight, and I've been in this fight for way too long for an early game battle. In my opinion, I don't know. We'll poll it, actually. Let's see. Does this game's combat appeal to you? We'll say that's the poll question. I agree, the game really is just lacking polishing. If you can just lock in and iron out a couple of the systems here, I think you could have a really solid game. Like, there's all of the makings of, all of what, the trappings? The makings? I don't know. There's all of the stuff there needed to make the combat system fucking awesome. You just gotta go a little bit further with it. I love the trait system in Grimdark. I've officially played through every trait, and my favorite is Passion. Thanks, Tay. Tay, did you know you can commit suicide if you have the Passion trait? See, I'm trying to add in, like, there are some different paths you can go down with the traits. There are things you can do, but it's not in your face. It's more like hidden things. So I want to do a little more in your face, you know, stuff from the traits. Just like real life. You can what with the Passion trait? You guys gotta check out Grimdark, that's all I'm saying. I want the numbers all smaller and the whole game a little scarier. I think I'm fine with the vibe of the game. I think having more gruesome and gory sound effects would sell the atmosphere better. I think that's really all you need to improve that front. And lowering the health, I think, would make the combat much, much better. But guys, please, hey, chime in if you have other thoughts on the combat system. 80% of you said the game's combat's not appealing to you. I'd love to hear your thoughts. It would really help out the dev if you could share out your opinions too. And most of us in here are RPG Maker devs who want to learn and get better, so. I love the community we're building, by the way. If you're not in the Discord already, like, the Discord servers existed for a long, long time. The ToastyTime Discord server, it's never been this fun and active for me. I love lurking in there and seeing all your guys' spots and things you're saying. Wishlisted Grimdark. Thanks, Starlight Beta Gamer. Wishlist this game, too. Go, go. Wishlist Woe Reigns Unending. Help out all of the developers. We love the RPG Maker. Same thing. RPG Maker indie dev community. That being said, this fight's fucking ridiculously long. I'm gonna die. Like, not in the game, but of fucking boredom. This is crazy. Oh, so she has a death sprite. Okay. This is a random encounter battle. Like, what is this? Why is it taking this long? It would have been the same amount. It would have been more fun to me if you lowered everyone's health by like 75%. I mean, I feel like the same outcomes would happen in the combat. You just make it go a little quicker. Only he gets XP? Are you kidding me? If they're dead, they don't get XP? What was the point of me doing all of that? Fuck me. Oh, with lovely foliage. You're dead. You gotta be... That was literally like 10 steps. That was a cool looking enemy, but I can't fight anything right now. We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. I need to heal now. Or at least make it to the crow. But see, that's what I mean. That random encounter, it being that short, was random chance that it was like that. But when you have things be random chance, you're always running the risk of the player's experience being bad just off of random crap luck. I always... For the most part, I think it's better to be in control of the player experience and have the encounters spaced out as much as you need and you be in control of it so you can guarantee the experience that each player is getting. But I can also see the other side of the argument. What's the... What? I could just escape twice in a row? Okay. So I don't know. Something to experiment with. Yeah. And here's the thing. I agree with Tay's comment right now. I think the combat could be really fun. I just think it needs to be snappier, have more impact, and go a little quicker. I think really with some simple tuning up and changing of some values, the combat could be really fun already. I think you're right there, Dev. You're right there. And I 100% can see the game getting there and can see this becoming something incredible. But yeah, right now the combat is very slow and the walk back is painful. But that's why playtesting is huge, Dev. That's why I think it's important to release game demos, have people check out your stuff, get it into the hands of players. The only reason Grimdelve is going to be half as good as it is hopefully going to be is because of people like Tay and other people in the community that have been offering so much helpful feedback and advice that I can polish the game into something good. Because, you know, I have all these thoughts and ideas in my head and can do things to the best of my ability, but at the end of the day, I'm just a guy. I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. We need the community. We need other people. And we don't always need to listen to them 100%, but we need their ideas to help build off of them and make our games better. Okay, I'm a god, yeah. I meant no. What? No! What?! Why is that in there?! What?! Why is that in the game?! What the fuck, Dev?! all that work. Fuck. There's auto, it says it as auto-saving, but there's no auto-saving. Are you kidding me? My last save I had 90 gold?! I mean silver. Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me! The correction it crashed out. Well, I don't need people correcting me in the comments section. I'm fucking. You said the crow would give me items. I've been lied to. Maybe I just have to say yes a couple more times. He did? What? There was no pop-up that he gave me items. What? It's a Ghostbusters reference? Chat, did anyone get the reference? Type 7 if you got the reference. If someone asks you if you're a god, you say yes. Okay, I think I do get the reference now, but I would never have picked up on that without the explanation. Yes, I am a god. Okay, so allegedly he gave me items. And he gave me $2,000 reduce. Okay, well, cool. We don't have to grind anymore. But it didn't make a sound effect. Ah, whatever. Cool. Thank God you have that in there, Dev. I love you. Also, we need a customized game over screen, please. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to go... Hold on. This was only supposed to be an hour stream. We're going quite a bit long here, and that's all right. I want to get to the end of the game and see what it has to offer. I'm supposed to give the money to that guy, and I'm gonna try to, I'm gonna probably skip most of these battles just because they're just so long. Oh, I have more TP scrolls? Great, let's use it. God bless, thank you, Dev. Okay. Oh, I can betray him! Now, how the fuck would that help me? Let's try it. Hey, buddy. That was it? No. I didn't even need any of the money. I could just betray the guy. Perfect, alright! Alright, being evil always pays. We were doing an evil run right now. Hold on. Oh, the thing was the other side. I like how it said lure him into the alley and betray him, and then the alley is just the normal way we've been going the whole game. I know it's a lot of work to do all of this art, I'm sure, Dev. But even just one more area would be really cool. No! I can't do this fight again! No! Get me out of here, please! Can someone please tell me how long that fight took? Can somebody go back on the stream and tell me how long it was? Isn't Epic Battle supposed to happen there with that Inquisitor? Or is that how it's intended? I think it's fine if you just kill him. I mean, an animation for it would be awesome, but I'm only expecting that because of the polish already here. Your suffering was squandered. I unbind you. What a waste. Can't wait to see what they would go... What? I can't wait to see what they would go to so much trouble to protect. In we go! Nope. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, I'll add a battle in. Cool! Epic final showdown betrayal battle with the Inquisitor. I think that's a good way to go about it, too. That makes it less of like an easy battle. It was an 8-minute long battle for random encounter. That's nuts. 9 minutes, Jesus. 8 minutes, 9 minutes. Okay, we're having a battle now. An altar to the martyr. The fanatics assigned right here recently. Okay. This is a really cool looking area. Shit. No sound effect there. It was a cool screen shake. Bard on their side. I'm not doing it. Dev, I'm sorry. I know you put a lot of work into the combat, but I want to see the game. I want to see the end of the game. I want to get through it all. Well, that's an ominous way. This is it, the anointed ossuary. Even under all the corpses, their mistake will not stay buried. Are you talking about the portal? Yes, it is there tethered to powers they scarcely understand. They built it badly, Ethel. Their craven stupidity will be the end of everything. Already it leads to the cracks. A ruin loosed. Loosed? ruin, I don't know if that's proper grammar. I can feel it too, a wound dressed in stone, failing to clot. It's strangely beautiful. Steel yourself, there will be horrors ahead. Horrors? I can't wait! I'd love to see horrors beyond comprehension drawn in this art style. Wait, epic, weird, creepy, groan, crack SFX in the ambient track? I like it, it's spooky. This is what I wanted. Find a way to open the gate? What gate? I already did that. Didn't I finish that quest? And it didn't update? So I'm supposed to go that way. Oh, so I can't interact with things, okay. But if I go this way, floor beyond here is falling apart. Crossing here could trigger a full collapse. So we should do it anyway? Oh, I'm not allowed to. Okay. We will get into a random encounter, though. Damn, this battle background's beautiful. Hold on, look at the lighting in this battle screen, right? And then let's look at the lighting in here. There's none of that lighting. That beautiful orange glow in the battle screen's not here on the actual map. I'd love to see that implemented. It'd look really great. Ooh, place to store bones. Yep, I can see that. Damn. This game looks so good. I can forgive every single mistake. It just looks so good. That's how it is with Miss Toasty. If she ever does something bad, I just forgive her immediately because she's beautiful. I hope she was watching. I hope she was watching when I said that. If you're gonna have this many battles, which is fine, if you're gonna have that many battles, you've got to make them go quicker. Oh, that's so cute. And you ruined it. Yeah. Well, I can't be too wholesome on the channel. I have to be funny. I'm funny guy. I'm Toasty Funny Guy. That's my Twitter handle. I gotta live up to my Twitter handle, guys. Shit, it's Barb from the other side. Of course it is. Shall we return to town and buy some axes, or... Ah! Just kidding, it didn't scare me at all. Hello? There amidst the gloom was a figment of a girl, the disembodied spirit with an upturned glare. And of everything in the crypt it approaches me, sloshing with humors and breathing out that human rot stench. My goodness, are you alive? How dreadful. I like the wholesomeness. You can be wholesome. Okay, we'll be a little wholesome. Chat, don't tell Miss Toasty, but I really like her, and I think I'm gonna marry her. Don't say anything. Although, maybe you could help me with something. I could make it worth your while. No! Fuck you! This is why I can't stand the... Why did it go down there? Oh, for your own sake, you die, and soon. Now get away from here before things start getting moldy. I wasn't even that mean. Okay, is this the only way to progress? I have to say... Fine, I'll help the ghost. Nah, I don't want to help the ghost. I'm so torn. Okay, I'm automatically interacting with this. I can't get past the ghost. Okay, we're gonna help the ghost. It's auto-interacting every step I take. You see, some of my bones were scattered when that terrible thing came from below. Since then, I've been fixed in place and can't touch anything. It's ever so boring. There are 5 of them. Yeah, okay. We got 1. We got a random encounter. Soft launching the Toasty marriage. Hey, Crash and Burn, have you been lurking this whole stream? But yes. We will see. Unless some horrific tragedy happens, in which case, we'll have the Toasty depression arc, and that'll be an interesting one to explore. But I'm betting on not. Maybe. But we miss your commentary, Crash and Burn. Was this 4? Or is that 5? No, yeah, okay. Oh, well that was ridiculously easy. That was almost not even worth, like, having in the game. That was like, backtrack 1 screen and you've completed the quest. Maybe have some of those, like, behind a puzzle? I don't know. I'm not upset that it was that short, but I feel like there's, like, meant to be something more there. Oh, yeah, take care of yourself, Denim Knight. You have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Did you find them yet? Please hurry. Yes, I've got them right here. Finally, if you could arrange them in my crypt here. It's the one on the upper right. Then I can slip through the wall and open the vault door from the other side. I have a feeling you're not going to help me, but seeing as I said no like 4 times in a row to you. Suit yourself. Once you're dead, too, we can be friends. Aw, well, that's kind of sweet. Okay. Nope. Okay. She didn't even walk or anything. She just, boop, bye. Okay. Hopefully the brat makes good on her end of the bargain. Well, let's see. Yes. There's just yes or no. There's no text or anything. No. Actually, yes. I don't know why it appeared there that time, but okay. I'm more of a yes guy. The portal loomed before them, constricted around a wound in reality itself. The magic wouldn't sustain itself for much longer. Also, I don't remember what this poll was. Was it about the combat? Yeah. 50-50. Sorry, right. Okay, well, the ghost didn't float away, oh, so if you want to be a little shit about it. Ooh, this is from the title screen! Chatted from the title screen, that's how you know shit's gonna get fucking crazy! Let's just walk past that. No, never mind. It auto-forced me in there. Okay, there's something really fucked in my head. Because it went... And I thought it was gooning. Look at this cool enemy, guys. Whoa. Crazy enemy designs. Art's amazing. Back from the dead. Somehow I knew we hadn't seen the last of you, no matter how deeply you were buried. Syrian, you made quite the mess down here, and look at what it's done to you. Sloppy work. Still the same, Alma, cold, callous. I've been watching you. You leave them to die as you always did. You never learn, never bend, never change. That's why we turned on you, and why we cut the heart from your chest and chained you in the dark. And here you are, repeating every mistake like scripture. So I assume this changes if I've been a good boy, but I am not a good boy. I suppose I did make mistakes. Let's correct one of them right now, shall we? Ah, yeah! Alright, I'm definitely underleveled and I'm gonna get my shit kicked in, but I'll do my best. Alright, howl. Dad, I'm curious, what level should I be at by this point? My brain also went to gooning. I'm glad everyone in chat is at a soul level connection with me right now. We have curated here the perfect community. Alright, we want to just get all our attacks in while we're buffed. So. The good news is, one of the cheat items you got from the crow auto wins fights for you. Really? Alright, well, we'll try this fight for a sec and then pivot if we need to. Jesus Christ! Good God Almighty! So loud! Holy fuck! Never mind. Oh, he can't use items? Shit. I want to auto win the fight just so we don't have to hear that horrifying sound again. Yeah, lore accurate roar volume. I think, Dev, I think it's a unanimous let's turn that sound effect down. Chat type 7 if we gotta turn it down. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna use the snap. Oh, it's like Thanos from the Avengers, my favorite movies. Thank you for including that item, Dev. I'm deeply in love with you for adding that. That's huge. We've been able to save everyone from having to hear the painful roar again. I would have liked to actually experience that fight, but I just had no confidence it wouldn't go on for 20 minutes and the roars would haunt us. Thus, one apostle falls, and the first rift stirs with dreadful possibility. To close it is to spare these wretches a little more suffering. To bind it is to draw its poison into Alma's own hand. Power bought with peril. Whichever path she treads, the road to vengeance darkens, and the shadow of Morvain looms ever nearer. Where are we? Nope. There we are. Nope. We're back. Okay. Oh, that's it. That's our demo. All right. Let's look at the skill tree one more time. I want to see it before we end. So where could we get to? Now, it's powerful and debilitating curse, or we could go this way, and we could do crazy poisons in our curses. We go over here. Single strike, more powerful flame strike. Flame tampers your might. So this is like fire path and curse path. All right, that's cool. And she can do vampire, hurt people, or what is this? This is also more of like a support build line. And then he's got his damaging stuff. Surprise attack. I'm pretty happy with these skill trees. They look very well balanced and interesting. This one needs a description though. All right, let's pop out of here and go to the title screen to give our final thoughts here on Woe Reigns Unending. All right, I'm actually going to put a poll in the chat just so we can get a general idea. Would you would you play the full version? So, okay, based off of what you've seen right now, would you want to play the full version? Is what the poll is asking. All right, while you guys are doing that, I'll give my final thoughts here. So, obviously, the art is phenomenal. You've done a fantastic job with it, and the majority of sound effects are actually really good and look great. You could have more sound effects, more like punchy impacts in combat. That would be awesome. But what's there is already good, minus a couple like stock sounds and then the roar being a little too loud. All in all, you've done good on the sound design front too. Although making things a little louder would also be good. Okay, I like the sounds that are there, but they need some better balancing, I guess is how we'll put it. The art doesn't need any more polish. What maybe could be added is more lighting effects. I think that could add more atmosphere to the scenes. Like I was saying with that battle back, it had the orange glow, and then the actual scene didn't have the orange glow. It'd be cool to have more orange glow. But all in all, the visuals are stunning, and I like the particle effects you have on screen and such, and the character animations all look just great. I haven't seen an RPG Maker game really that looks this good. That's thoughts on that part. I think the combat has I think the combat has the makings of something really good. But right now it's just a real slog to get through. It takes too long. I mean, that's really my issue with the combat. I like the skills. I like the variety of enemy encounters. It just takes too long. They're giant meat shields and they eat up damage. And obviously the sound effects being reworked and added to will improve the combat, you know, the impact and the feel of things. But as far as actual gameplay goes, I think lowering the health of the enemies and of your own party would be really helpful there. I know some people in chat have had other ideas too, so feel free to consider those. Like White Labyrinth is really into the idea of some UI polish being necessary. I thought the UI was alright. I think your icons could be improved in some areas, and the turn order could be integrated better into the UI. White Labyrinth, if you could expand on what UI you think needs polishing, that'd be awesome. Because to me, it's serviceable and totally fine. Let's see. As far as the story goes, I am intrigued. This is a very short demo. It goes by really quick, especially when you're skipping all of the random encounters. So I can see why you have the fight so long. It pads out the runtime, but I don't think that's the right way to go about things. I think, unfortunately, what needs to be done is maybe another area to explore, be added in, have more things in the environment to interact with, you know, like more chests to loot, or maybe a side puzzle or something, a greater variety of things to do, because right now it's just backtracking back and forth doing battles until you make all the money. Or you find that other side route that I stumbled into, you don't have to do that, which is, I mean, that's fine that that's there, but also that being there really cuts into your time in the demo. Length isn't the most important thing, though. Focus on making those battles good. Let me focus back on the story. Wow, I got sidetracked. Okay. I think the story is gripping and interesting, and I'm curious to see where it goes. It's like Red Witch, super powerful, is betrayed, right? And she's betrayed because she's evil, and you have the ability to continue being evil or to be good and be redeemed. And then maybe different outcomes happen based on which path you go down. I think it's interesting, and I'd be curious to see where it goes in an expanded, bigger version. Dev, I'm curious, is this the beginning of the game, or is this a vertical slice of, like, a part of the game? Because I guess the loop would be we go around closing all of these portals, or getting revenge on all the people that wronged us. That's alright. Let's see. I think the way the combat box is organized looks a little bit too much like RPG Maker, so it takes me a bit out of the experience. Okay, maybe. Yeah, I mean, I can see that, and that's something worth considering, Dev. I'd maybe, you know, bring that to other people and get their opinions on it, too. But maybe worth looking into. All in all, I can't help but be interested in this game off of how beautiful it looks, and the music's nice, and the atmosphere is gripping. I'm into this world. I want to see more of it. I mean, just this title screen I'm looking at right now while talking is fucking gorgeous. I can't help but be engrossed and want to see more of the game. And I'll go ahead and put it on my wish list too while we're talking. But I think as far as the actual gameplay experience goes, I think that that's currently pushing me away a little bit and needs to be worked on and retuned a little bit. And I just want to see more story. I think if you're going for, you want to have a demo always available of your game, I think we need a little bit more in the way of story. And I'm not sure how you would go about it here. Because I can see the closed loop of the beginning right now. Like, you have, she was betrayed. You go through a little thing to find one of your betrayers, and then you beat him or are redeemed or whatever. And that's a good, like, cycle for a demo. And you can go a lot of places from there. But I don't know, I want to learn more about, like, the world and what's going on, and I'm pulled into it. I'm curious to see where it goes. But I think we need more of, you know, who are the characters? We need more character voice moments in the demo. I think it might be a place to start. So, like, more things of Alma and Ethel, and maybe even the doggy commenting on the world around them. I liked the gab window where she said something about the foliage. You know, maybe more things like that would be handy. I'm also really impressed with this one, and we really just need some more rounds of polish. Enemies need lower health. There's no health bar for enemies, and that's fine, but their health's too big right now, yeah. I agree. It's just slow, and I think the reason it's slow is because the combat is a slog, because the enemies have so much health. And also, you could maybe consider upping the movement speed, or adding a shift key, maybe a stamina system, something like that, because it was slow to move around the world. But, I mean, that's the end of my thoughts there. I liked it. I'm really curious to see where this one goes, and I'll 100% be following it, continue to follow it. I hope you share lots more of it in the Discord server. I agree with White Labyrinth, and hopefully everybody watching and lurking right now, and the VOD watchers, that this game has a ton of promise. I'm really into this fucking freaky-ass setting. I want to see where it goes. I want to see more of it being developed. I hope you get a lot more wish lists of people following your game from this stream and as you go on marketing it throughout the rest of its development. So, we're going to wrap up stream now, though. I went a little bit longer than intended, but I wanted to see the end of the game. So, thanks for all the tips, Deb, to help me get there. I want to thank everybody who has been here on this stream. White Labyrinth, Joshua Sarver, that's the Dev, Rainy Tape Productions, 7... Boomus 18, Starlight Beta Gamer, Crash and Burn 254, Some Randev, Oso, and whoever else is lurking and not saying their names. I really appreciate all of you being here and supporting the channel. And also, I really appreciate everybody who's a channel member. We didn't get any new memberships this stream, but I just want to say, again, a big thank you to all of you who are channel members. It really helps me out. I've got a new video for you guys coming shortly for all viewers, and a special video just for channel members, too. So, a big thank you to Some Randev, Rainy Tape Productions, Red Tech Engineer. Oh, sorry, Red Tech, you came in right at the end of the stream. Oh, I'm so sorry. And Oso, too. Thank you all for being channel members. I really appreciate it. All right. If you're not in the Discord server already, make sure to hop into the description of the live stream. Join it. The dev will be in there periodically, I'm sure. Give him a thumbs up. Wishlist his game. And check out my game, Grimdark, on Steam, too, if you haven't already. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all for being here. And stream's ending in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thanks, White Labyrinth. I really appreciate the sentiment. You guys deserve all the love and success with your games in the future, too. Okay, I'll actually end now. Have a good night.